The name of this next horse is Hoof-Hearted, but listen to the call.
Hoof-Hearted on the extreme outside. Colorado Co-Ed, Toast a Dozen on the inside. Questers Jet, Hoof-Hearted on the outside, it's close. Hoof-Hearted in the winner's circle.
¡Claro que sí! ¡Ay, ja, ja! ¡Sí, señor!
What is up, pod people? This is Doc, and this is another episode of Hoof-Hearted. And with me is Mex. Mex, what's up, dude?
How's it going, man? I'm just chilling.
Chilling. All right,
what
cool.
About you?
Cool. I'm
like I asked you how's it going, and I answered myself. I'm fucking stupid. But
whatever, dude. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, man, I'm good. How about you?
I'm fine. I want to just like get right into this, because what we're gonna be talking about today is basically we both have a buddy that we worked with back in the pizza days, and he's always been like, I mean, like me and Mex are, I mean, we are into conspiracies, and sometimes one of us is more into it than the other. Some of the things that I'm into that I believe are a little far out there. Same thing goes with Mex, but this dude, who will remain nameless, he has always had some stuff that just blows your fucking mind, right? Like, yeah. I mean, I don't know if any of it's true, but goddamn, I love talking to him, because it really gets you thinking. Yeah. And like, he's talked about governments, and he's talked about, like, the state of our country and this and that, and then but in the last couple of years he's been talking a lot more about, like, mankind and what we are as human beings, and and then almost getting religious, I guess, but not really religious, right? More spiritual, but not the stuff that like
he's not into astrology.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Asking for everyone's signs and everything.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
That's usually what I hear when people are like, "I'm very spiritual." What's your sign? I'm a Scorpio.
I've got some crystals, like, lying on my dresser, and
crystals.
I have crystals too, but they're sitting in the drawer. I don't know.
There's people that are like extra about it, though.
Oh, hell yeah, man!
I don't think you're one of them.
Yeah, like, I love crystals. I even like Crystal Light. Do they even make that anymore? I don't even know if they make that anymore.
I don't think so, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Like, he's got some stuff, man, and he was he's been texting me recently. So and some of the stuff that he was texting me and talking to me about, I told Mex about, and me and Mex have just kind of been tripping on shit. Some of the stuff that he said. So this is gonna be
running around with the end is nice signs everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
That's just me.
Yeah, but he
that wasn't even about the conversation we had. I was just doing that.
Yeah. You're like, I think I spelt the end as nay. I have no idea. Speaking of nay and horses nay, we had some other listeners, man, like, pop up, like, in Brazil and a couple other places. And I'm like,
why did horses make you think of this?
Because our name is Hoof-Hearted, and I'm pretty damn sure that people, like, just stumble on our podcast.
Yeah, you're probably
like,
right.
I want horses, I like horses. So they're
a podcast about hoofers.
Oh yeah, man. So this is a podcast about fat ladies, because nope, it's not. Just a fat dude and his Mexican friend. So, But yeah, man, it's cool, you know, and it's cool that we have more people listening throughout the world. Uh, and
Nice to meet you.
yeah, yeah, and tell your friends. Even if you stumble across us accidentally and you get this far in, you're like, okay, yeah, I'll maybe check them out. If you like it, tell your friends. If you don't like it, then um,
Tell your friends.
tell your friends, and then you guys, everybody can just hate on us. And that'd be
Yeah,
fantastic.
or maybe they'll like us because
Yeah.
you have no taste.
Exactly.
But let's go on.
Yeah. You know, and then the other thing too, man, I mean, with this rate of growth, I think we might actually get quite a following in 20 years. So I think that we're doing
Nice.
all right.
Yeah. Well,
Mm-hmm.
hey, man. Most comedians have been doing it for a while, and they're pretty big.
Yeah. Yeah.
Post.
Yeah. But anyway,
Carlos Mintz. Wait a minute.
no, let's not talk about him. He's like, no, I came up with the podcast idea.
That
was
was the
all
first
me.
one, fool.
I invented the internet. Okay, Al Gore.
My podcast was Mind of Carlos. He ripped off himself.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh my god. Anyways, but yeah, like if you're listening, you can call us. You can call us at 661-379-0020. You could call us. You can actually text on that line. Leave a message. And that would be pretty awesome. Like tell us how much we suck, or tell us how
Give us
much
suggestions on getting better, or
yes.
that we're great already. You know,
Yeah.
or just say hi. Fuck it.
Yeah, say what's
Don't
up,
say hi.
fool?
Fuck it. Just say hi.
You can say hi, fuck
Yeah,
it.
what's
No,
up,
it's cool. I don't care. But you know, yeah, like what's
Oh,
up,
just
fool?
making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyways. Yeah. I mean, just say hello. You could also reach us on Instagram, Who Farted Podcast on Instagram. I'm Doc Farted on Instagram. Mex is _Mexalorian on Instagram. That is also his Twitch. Check him out on Twitch. That is also his TikTok. You can check him out on TikTok. And I have a TikTok. I bit the bullet. Basically, just you know what? It's so hard to find conspiracy shit on YouTube nowadays, and it's all
Everywhere else, they're fucking censoring it because it's all the truth.
yeah.
You just don't want that shit to get out.
That's right. That is right. And anyways, but TikTok, which is so weird, it's weird to me with as much like data the Chinese get from TikTok. It's so bizarre that there's so much conspiracy stuff on TikTok. So
Yeah, I mean, they want us to be distracted, so they're just like, here's
True.
one, here's
Yeah.
one,
yeah,
here's one, here's another one.
here's another one. Yeah.
But
Like,
I mean,
oh,
both like, well, not both, but all form of governments, they want us distracted.
oh fuck yeah.
They don't want us. They don't want us picking one specific one, like the one, or like, you know how have you ever seen that picture where it's a bunch of people underneath like a chess game, and it says if we stand up, their game ends. It's really just they don't want us to find out what their full fucking game is, so they just show us fucking everything, which is probably fucking a lot of it. So
Yeah.
I don't even know anymore.
I don't know either.
I haven't known for a long time.
Yeah. But if you are new to this podcast, we do talk. We tend to go like into conspiracy
Everywhere.
Even if we're talking about normal shit, like we're gonna start talking about like the moon. You know, the moon landing was fake, that kind of shit. You know, so or we go into Bigfoot, or we go into Loch Ness monster and the whale dick that is the Loch Ness monster. And we
Or mermaids from Pluto.
Mermaids from
Check it
Pluto. Check out Aliens Ate My Baby. That's a good podcast, and I think that's like your favorite one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked.
I mean, the next time I get some more deep shit out, maybe that'll be my next favorite. But
Yeah.
I was sitting on like a Pluto thing for a minute, but it was mainly because dolphins.
Yeah.
But the mermaid thing just came out of me.
Yeah.
Probably probed it into me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. But I mean, we do talk about other stuff. I mean, every once in a while, we will talk about some kind of like pop culture thing or some kind of nerdy type thing, video games or movies or whatever.
Well,
But,
shit. Speaking of, you were asking.
Yeah.
the Barbenheimer.
Yeah, you put that on your Twitch. What Barbenheimer? Barbenhopper?
Yeah,
I don't know what the fuck it is. But there's a
Barbenheimer. That's
conspiracy with that?
Nah, it's my conspiracy, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, because I will say this. Like, people are going nuts over both. Like, like these are the two big movies right now.
Yeah,
So what is your...
just because it's such like a drastic difference between both of them, but they came out
Yeah.
on the same day.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. And then like because I went with my dad and we walk in just dressed normal, but everyone else was in pink and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, oh Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ. Oh my God. Holy shit. But I haven't seen Barbie yet. I know I'm probably going to.
Okay. First of all, I know what Barbie's about.
Huh?
It's about a fucking doll. But what is it's Oppenheimer, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
what is-
Oppenheimer was the scientist or physicist scientist that had he was the main hand in the first nuclear bomb.
Oh, okay.
Something like that.
All right, then.
So the movie was basically about how they made it throughout like a whole 3 hour movie, and it was about like the proceedings afterwards because I guess they thought he was a Soviet spy because
Okay.
at the same time the Russians were able to develop a bomb with the same technology,
Okay.
and it turned out that someone he appointed blah 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 was the spy.
Spy.
So
Okay.
I mean, at one point there was like who's the spy type of deal. So I was like, damn, dude, this is kind of fun.
Mhm.
I like some like that, and then,
Yeah.
because I don't usually like biopics, but it was a really good movie. So if no one's planning on checking it out, go watch Oppenheimer. Like it's
Okay.
pretty fucking good. Has
Mhm.
Robert Downey Jr. for one, and a bunch of other good fucking actors. So like I can't recommend it more.
But let me ask you
It's
this.
actually pretty fucking good.
Let me ask you this. Was it as good as Pearl Harbor?
I can't. I haven't seen it more than once yet, so I really don't want to be.
Do you think maybe that'll be like a new thing? Like you guys
that might
watch
be the new thing.
once a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably do it a few days before, and then watch Pearl Harbor.
Okay.
It'll be like a sequel. We'll watch Oppenheimer and then Pearl Harbor,
Okay.
and bada bing, bada bing. Wait,
But
bada boom, bada boom, bada bing,
bada bing, bada boom.
bada bing. Fucking high. But yeah, no, really
Boom.
fun
shakalaka.
movie, really cool.
Okay. So
But yeah,
What's
dude,
your-
I saw a TikTok. I think I probably fucking sent it to you
probably did, yeah.
on Instagram, but it was because obviously they test the bomb, right?
Mhm.
So it's like 3, 2, 1, and someone's recording and they just laid out a fart. Because dude, it goes fucking like completely soundless in the movie theater.
Really?
Completely, it's so fucking crazy. I was just like, oh shit. And then, but of course, I sat next to this fucking old couple. The whole fucking movie is just like, oh, look at that. So while that shit happening, it's just like, I wonder. I was like, yeah, fuck you, bitch. Shut the fuck up. God damn, dude. But yeah, I saw the TikTok at work and I just started laughing. I look like a fucking crazy person this morning. But
I was just gonna say, man, I don't know why, but
It's like-
you
it's a
talk about
hefty fart.
that old couple or that fart, whatever. One time I was watching Friday, and there was people talking throughout the whole fucking movie. So
yeah, but that's Friday.
it's Friday, yeah. So, but
I'm not gonna say why, but
yeah. We'll leave that up to other people. But I was watching with my ex-wife. We went to go see Secret Window with Johnny Depp, and.
Okay.
At the end of that movie, I don't remember much of anything about the movie, but I remember I liked it. But at the end of the movie, there's like a twist, like towards the end, and there was like an older couple, and there was hardly anybody in there. We were at like that discount theater that showed old movies, or movies that were like no longer in the standard box
yeah.
office, whatever. And so there was an older couple behind us, and it was quiet, and then all of a sudden you just hear, I didn't see that coming. So just like it was just he didn't even try to whisper it. It was just so funny to me. But there was I would say the most awkward moment for me I was in the movie theater. I was watching. There's probably like, I don't know, maybe 7 other people in this theater, and it was when I was in Oklahoma, and I was on a date with this girl, and we saw. I don't know if it was like Scream 2 or if it was like I Know What You Did Last Summer 2 or whatever. And there was a part in the movie where a pole goes through the window, like they're driving, and then this pole goes through the window and then goes straight through the dude's that's driving. It goes straight through his head, and then he's like all twitching and stuff. And I started laughing, and so the girl I was with like turns and looks at me and has like her eyes like all wide. And she's like, "What the hell are you laughing at?" And then like everybody else in the audience is like looking at me, and I'm laughing, and then the girl's all, "Why are you laughing?" I'm like, "'Cause it looks ridiculous." I'm like, it just looks so stupid.
It's not based on a true story.
Yeah.
Why are you so bad?
Yeah, it was just.
It's not like you're sitting through the first show at a Pearl Harbor and just going,
yeah,
like that'd be fucking different.
Yeah, I mean,
like this
bitch.
bitch.
But it
What
was
the hell,
it
man?
was funny. It was
Well,
funny
back
to
then.
me. It was funny to me, like just the way that the guy was twitching, and I'm sure like maybe that's realistic, but it was just.
Is it?
Struck me
Was
as
it not
funny.
Final Destination movie?
I don't know. I don't think it was. I don't think I saw that in the theater, but
Okay.
that that movie would fuck you up, man. You start driving different. You're like,
I think it was. Never mind. I'm too hung up on the movie.
yeah, nah, it's cool. It's cool. But okay, so what is your
I want to watch it now. But
yeah, what is your conspiracy or this theory that you have with Barbenheimer?
Well, I'm pretty sure like not a lot of people went and watched Oppenheimer when they were watching Barbie, you know? Like there were some people in my movie theater, but it wasn't packed at all. I'm because my friend watched it. Like I said, I'm probably gonna watch it, but he said, Barbie. Like I said, I'm gonna go watch it. So regardless, you'll probably hear it next time.
Okay.
And then this friend is the horror movie guy that you know. I just don't want to say his name.
Yeah.
But my other buddy, he said that it's like a pure man hating movie.
Okay.
And I just said, I mean, like straight, like that's what it was gonna be. And I didn't know if you wanted it like any different. But
Hey,
so
hold on.
Besides that,
wait a second. Okay, hold on 1 second. I gotta take care of something. Hold on. All right, sorry about that, man. Go ahead.
No worries.
So you're saying that it was a pure like just man.
He said it was like pure man hating.
Okay.
And from the trailers, I mean, there was one part where Will Ferrell's character was like, "We don't give a shit about Ken. You don't worry about him." There's been other spots where like Ryan Gosling's Ken was like going throughout, and everyone was just kind of like, "Sir, stop! Like you're stupid." So I kind of got that, anyways. So I mean, I'm still gonna go see it, but my thought was with it being such a meme to buy like both tickets, and more than likely more people were gonna go to see Barbie because of like their girlfriends or something. I was, cause dude, you know what's fucking crazy about Oppenheimer?
What
is you find out like all this shit was built in secret for 3 years, $5 billion. It was all built in secret, and then they tell us like, oh, blah, blah, blah. We spent $5 billion to make a bomb, and we used it on Japan right now. And then, like I'm saying, like I feel like not a lot of people are gonna go watch that, right? So I think they did it like purposely to where Barbie would overshadow Oppenheimer. Not a lot of people will get the message and realize it's fucking government shit.
Mm-hmm.
They will literally fucking lie to you for years, to blow up half a country, and then just be like, oh, "Yeah, we've been doing this, gang, you know, fuck you." And it's just like what? How are we not gonna question more shit? And we've already known of it like the government could fucking hide shit, build a whole fucking ass city in Nevada, wherever they tested it at, and just be like, yeah, no, we're always telling you guys the truth, right? We're always telling you the truth. What the fuck is everyone's problem? Like, how it just pisses me off. So my main conspiracy of it is I'm pretty sure that these movies came out at the same exact time for Barbie to overshadow the other one, and no one to pay any attention to the fact that the government just straight up will hide shit, lie to us, and fucking blow up a whole country, and just be like, yo, we've been testing this for fucking years, bro. It
like, surprise, we have atom bombs.
It blows my fucking mind.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that's not a huge conspiracy, but it's just like, this one's making me think.
Yeah, what you're saying is that it was strategically Barbie was put out at the same time, so then that way it could be a distraction. But I mean, because I mean, honestly, like nowadays, Barbie would be more for the female audience, and then the guys would go with their girlfriend.
Really, not even though.
But I mean, it's kind of a meme, isn't it? I mean, isn't the Barbie movie kind of more of like a meme, kind of a joke type movie? Like, who's taking it serious? Nobody's going to take it serious.
I'm sure, but
So I mean, maybe just maybe though that it's just because you've got a serious movie. And then you've got like this not so serious movie.
If for like a real like labeling of who's gonna watch what. My bad, I saw something falling. I just let it happen. But it's gonna be more of a left and right type of thing. I'm just gonna be real with it.
Okay.
Whoever's gonna be watching more of the Oppenheimer is gonna be like a right leaning person of a political scale.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone else that will probably go watch Barbie. Like mid to left, it's gonna go watch Barbie faster than they're gonna go watch Oppenheimer. And then again, like I said, people that are already watching Oppenheimer, they already know the shit, what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Who it was, what it is. It's the people that are like just straight watching Barbie that are just like, now I'll buy the tickets, but fuck that bomb movie. Well, like if you fucking watch it, you'll probably learn that they made it in secret.
Yeah,
they didn't fucking tell us, hey, we're testing a nuclear bomb. Don't come to this area. They just did it in secret in the desert.
Yeah,
and then they blew up a fucking country. And you guys want to listen to them the whole fucking last 6-7 years? No, I don't want to put a fucking real stamp on it. But it's all cool to me. I'm just fucking vibing. Fuck you.
Yeah. Well,
what's our buddy talking about again?
Oh, I was gonna get into that, but one of the things that you're talking about, like the whole movie stuff. Like, have you heard about that one movie, The Sound of Freedom?
Sound of Freedom.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna watch it soon if it's still in theaters.
Go now, dude.
I've heard a lot of stuff like movie theaters. It's getting warm in there and stuff like that. Like while they're trying to watch it, or like the lights stay on. And the people is like the managers are explaining, like, it gets hot sometimes. Bitch,
no,
chill.
No,
shut up. How many movie theaters have you ever been in? Packed Avengers fucking opening night.
Yeah, and it's cold.
And I don't sweat my ass off. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's notorious. Bullshit. Movie theaters are notorious for being cold. Like when my wife and I go, like she brings a jacket. You know, even in the summertime.
Dude, no, I think I'm gonna probably start taking a blanket for me and my girlfriend, because my girlfriend's always fucking cold, but especially during the winter. But right now it's chill, it's fine for us. But like, it's usually fucking cold, dude. Like she takes a sweater. Yep. Like 100%.
And
like,
I've been hearing
it just blows my mind with all this shit.
Blows my mind. I've been hearing that it. I mean, this is what, and I actually saw somebody on Reddit actually had said something, and then I'm like, well, I'm hearing stories about this. You know, I was hearing that people are trying to buy tickets and they're being told it's sold out, and then when they go, they actually will go.
There's no one in there, right?
And there's nobody there.
Yeah.
So, and then some people are like, "Oh, it's almost sold out. Are you sure?" And they're trying to like get people to go to other movies, right? And then also, um, what was it? Yeah, like all the stuff, the glitching, all that stuff, like that you were saying. But my thought is, if all that was true, if they were seriously trying to like hijack it, then why even allow it to be released in theaters in the first place? Like, I don't know how that
Yeah.
works. I just feel like, okay, why would you even do that? So to me,
It just depends on, I think, like publication companies. I'm
yeah,
sure because like this company that's putting that movie out, I think is the one that's putting out all of the biblical movies right now.
yeah, like Passion and all that shit. Yeah,
Y- Yeah.
you talking
So
about that? Isn't that?
I'm
Yeah, I
pretty.
know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Well, no, there was the one where it was about Abraham and his son
Oh,
recently.
okay.
I forgot what it's called though. I watched it with my girlfriend. Um, but I think it's the same company, and they're putting on
Okay.
another biblical movie soon, I think.
Gotcha.
But if they're putting it under like a guy coming, because it's supposed to be someone that goes undercover, right? They're probably like pitching it like that to these theaters and getting them under contract. And then after
Mhm.
that, they can't be like, "Oh, well, you're under contract. You can't take it out of the
I
theater until
think
this time, bro."
I think it's like they're the distribution companies are the ones that get it
Yeah,
out there. But at the same time, like, why would so what you're saying is that it could be possible that they got it into the theaters by misrepresenting what it was, and
not
then after,
necessarily misrepresenting, just pitch like not 100% saying what it is.
yeah,
Because if they say it's someone, because what I first heard was that it's someone like saving kids. I
yeah,
didn't know it's 100% someone like just exposing child trafficking.
yeah.
Um,
I don't know. I almost feel like it is some sort of I don't know. It's like a ploy, right? Like it's supposed to like get people, that
to go watch it.
no, not to get people to go watch it, but to get people upset. Like I feel like a lot of
Yeah,
things that they do is they're trying to rile people up. I think that that's what they're trying to
yeah.
do.
Because
Um,
I've seen some like theories of saying that the guy that put it out is actually of like some groups,
mhm.
and that his main goal was actually to get people scared so that way they put a chip in their kids. He
Oh, well,
supposedly came out and said that that's not the case, but you never know. Either way, it's getting people scared, you
but
know.
we don't honestly. We don't need to
Um,
put a chip inside us because we've got cell phones.
yeah. I mean,
Our kids
I've
have cell
never
phones.
advocated for shit like that. Trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah, but
I don't like any type of body modification really when it comes to like extreme, like piercings and tattoos.
yeah. What
That's
about
basic.
Brazilian butt
But
lifts?
I mean, that's in the ballpark too. But like today, I saw this I forgot his name, but this dude's like completely modified himself and his body,
Hmm.
and goes by the Black Alien or whatever.
Okay, yeah, I think I
So
know what you're talking
he's
about.
like completely tattooed like black. His eyes are like tattooed green, tongue split down the middle to where it's like a fork. Um, it looked like he had put in rebar in his fucking arm, dude. It's fucking Jesus. Like that was extreme as fuck.
Yeah,
Um, um, but like I said, like tattoos and shit, like basic shit is cool, but like that dude was just way too fucking much. Um,
yeah,
but
for
like
sure.
to go on the inside too, like I've seen the ones where like I don't know how the fuck they do it, but it's like the piercing that's like underneath your skin. I'm saying it like a lot. I'm fucking high. Um, but the piercing goes under your skin, and then you could put the diamond or whatever on top of it. But
Oh,
like
okay, yeah.
I think the needle stays in, right?
I
It
don't know.
trips me the fuck out.
I don't know.
Like
I
how
don't
the
know.
fuck? But
Yeah,
maybe I'm completely wrong. But
I
That's
see
just how it
people. I
looks.
see people with holes in their face, and I don't ask questions. I figure they know what they're
Yeah,
doing.
no, not one. Dude, this dude had a huge one on his fucking above his chin too. Ugh.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm gonna stop talking about that, dude. It's creepy.
yeah.
Um, but besides that, I mean, like the movie shit, man. I don't know. They're maybe both Barbie and Oppenheimer were to deter people from watching Sound, anyways. Um,
Yeah.
but Sound of Freedom. I mean,
I don't know. Something seems to be up with that. I don't know which way people
yeah.
would lean on what their thoughts are, but
I don't know. Well,
you
just to
know,
jump on the one video, I saw this girl and her mom,
mhm.
like, and the guy that was trying to defend them got in between like them and like a whole family, and he was saying you don't grab children like that aren't yours. And she's like, well, they're making them watch that movie, and it's just like, dude, that's not your fucking problem. They're not your kids.
Oh, I
Like
didn't.
that was the craziest video I've seen. Like two women were trying to grab people's kids and get them out of the movie theater from their parents.
What?
It's like how are you gonna do that? You are becoming the problem.
About to get
You're
punched
about
in
to
the
kidnap
fucking
someone.
face. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Fuck that
Like,
shit, dude.
got lucky that either the dad wasn't there, because I don't remember if the dad was there, but there was like this guy that was like, "You don't grab other people's kids. Like, guys, go in the movie theater." And like they were like, "No, no, no," and he was like, "Guys, that's not your problem. They're not your kids.
It is
Stop it.
our right.
Like,
It is
literally,
our right as
stop it."
parents to fuck up our children. So,
Yeah.
just like our parents fucked us up, it is our right as a parent to go ahead and fuck up the
It's
kids.
I mean, it's just another way of being like, "Hey, kid,
I'm not serious
son,
about that, but
stranger danger.
yeah, I know
Don't
exactly.
don't don't get in people's vans.
Yeah,
Like, I want to meet. I need to meet your friends, or
yeah.
it's easy fucking shit, man. Like,
It's crazy
I
how
don't
that's
know.
changed, man. Like that, that we used to go over that shit all the time. Like in school, our parents would go over all
Yeah.
that
Now
stuff,
it's like,
and
hey, if you don't call them through your phone through Uber, don't get in the car.
yeah,
Like, oh shit, it just added like a weird fucking aspect, dude. Because like I've seen people where it's like normal as fuck, where their kids are just getting Uber through their phone. So it's just like, fuck,
oh, I
dude,
know,
like those
yeah,
people are gonna get fucking picked up and not even check one day.
yeah. And then it's like, yeah, I know, yeah, Uber, and they get the
But
Uber Eats, all that other shit, man.
yeah, so
Yeah,
I mean, I hope for the best for everyone, but well, you choose what your kids do.
yeah, of course,
Yeah,
yeah, and try not to fuck them up. I don't, I
I
don't.
don't give a shit about that too
Yeah.
much.
Do you want to get into what our buddy was talking about?
Yeah, what's up with the pies?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, we were talking about because like I've got some fruit trees in the back, um and then he was talking about that's great, and now you got to save them, and whatever you grow from it, so um and then let's see here. Basically, like, being more self-sustaining, which it would be fucking fantastic. But what did he have? He had some stuff he was talking about before that. I mean, he sent some videos. um did you text him at all or no?
No, honestly, I forgot I got his number.
All right, well, let me see. Okay, I'm gonna play some videos, and then or whatever, see where we're kind of at, and then I'll
Movie The Sound of Freedom.
oh, this is appropriate.
Veteran biker arriving.
And I know why. And I'm going to tell you about it in this video. Over the last month, the movie The Sound of Freedom has gained a lot of traction. It's gained a lot of momentum, and it's gained a lot of awareness. And I went and saw the movie last night. If you're just tuning in, I'm the veteran biker. I'm retired from the United States Navy, worked on submarines, and now I make videos about current events and the clown world we live in from a veteran's perspective. So I went and saw the movie The Sound of Freedom last night. It is tough to watch. It is a movie that needs to be watched. It's a movie that needs to be promoted and shared. Now, I can't share the entire trailer here on my YouTube channel because I'll probably get demonetized. And we're going to talk about why. But I urge all of you to go and see the movie. It is powerful. It will wake you up and it will open your eyes. There's a vast majority of America and maybe around the globe that do not want you to see this movie. It's been under advertised. There are rumors going around where movie theaters are deterring people from going by turning up the heat, turning off the air conditioning, even leaving the lights on during the movies to deter and detract people from staying to watch it. Hollywood as a whole has not promoted this movie, and it's becoming evidently clear as to why. And I'm going to show you a clip here of one of the most powerful moments in the movie that really sums up the entire movie. It sums up the entire movie. And I'm going to show you that now.
Are you doing it? Because God's children are not for sale.
Did you hear that? God's children are not for sale. Now, that is a very simple line. 6 words, and it sums up the entire movie. God's children are not for sale. And I think that little 3 to 4 second clip is why so many people do not want you to see this movie. Now, I could show the entire trailer, and like I said,
You think it's because it's a religious thing?
No, I think it has to do with maybe a little bit of that, but also because of the subject matter.
Yeah.
People are too sensitive these days.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
That's one of the shitty things. So if they see that, they just want to hide from it, even though, like, face it, your government's involved.
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure.
they are allegedly involved in this.
Yeah, man. Well, you got like Pizzagate kind of shit. But dude, do you remember?
Maybe they're not taking the kids, but they're going over to old Jeffy Pooh's island. You know?
Yes. Dude.
I know that was his nickname.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Dude. What was I gonna say? Shit. Bro, do you remember the Wayfair thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's fucking wild, man. And then their reasons are crazy and ridiculous. But if you listeners out there, if you don't know anything about the Wayfair stuff, you can look it up. But they're not the only ones. I think Target has done that. I think I'm not sure. I don't know exactly which other places, but I can guarantee you a lot of other businesses use.
Well, like
stuff that's shady as fuck.
What was it? Kate Spade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think it was Kate Spade. When she died, it was rumored because she was going against trafficking.
Yeah,
that she was going against it in her company.
Yeah,
and then she was, I think, herself.
She committed suicide.
Yeah.
But
that's what the stuff that was going around when she had done it. That she was speaking out against human trafficking in her company, not just like child trafficking.
Well, because I think it has to do with some of the parent groups that like controlled her company, and then some of the manufacturing and the textiles and all that kind of shit. So yeah. So I mean,
I mean, dude, that's one company, and a lot of the same companies go through the same manufacturer.
Oh yeah.
So if it's that one, it might be a few other purse companies out there. I don't want to name too many, but that one's one that when they died. Like I said, rumors and theories were going
Yeah.
up about why and how.
Yeah. Let's see. What are some other things that he was showing me? I don't.
What is that?
I don't know. Some of the stuff I didn't. I didn't look into because he'll bombard me with shit that I'm like, what? So, first of all, let's just say, okay, so he will look at the Bible, but the Bible is not it is not according to him. So whoever's out there religious or whoever is out there that believes the Bible is 100% true, I apologize, but I myself, I don't believe in it. I don't believe that, right? I actually believe the same thing that he does, that it's more of like it's almost like a code book, right? Like there's lessons to be learned from it for sure, but there are hidden messages within it, and that's kind of what he was talking about. So he was talking about that, but he's saying that also you can't just use the Bible in order to figure out these messages. You have to use like the Egyptian Book of the Dead. You have to look at different versions of the Bible. So you have to look at like the Ethiopian Bible. You have to look at like the books that were left out of the Bible. Like all of these things, it's like a trail of breadcrumbs that leads you to what actually is going on. So one of the things that he was talking about was like us as, you know, what we are. Like we're like just the flesh, like our body is not who we are. It's like our prison, and earth is our purgatory, and we're stuck here until we can figure out how to move beyond like how to take our spirit, or you know, light body, what some people might call it. That's what he calls it. Some people would call it spirit, but we have to learn how to basically detach ourselves from this never-ending cycle of being thrown back into this physical form. And so that's where the Bible, and that's where like the Book of the Dead and like all of those things, that's where the importance is in that, because that's where all those ways to get out, the clues to get out are all written in there. So I don't know, it was like, that was like super interesting. And I think it had something to do with because I mean, it is hard to keep track of all these things. Like when you hear so many different stories and so many different like things from so many different people, they all start to merge and blur. Like I'm like, okay, is this Anunnaki stuff? Is this like or Anunnaki, however you want to say it? But I think it is. And then he was talking about like how he started talking about the things that you were talking about, dude, like the giant, or like big Earth, right? Like how there's an ice wall, and then beyond the ice wall is more Earth, right? And then he was talking about how like where we are like in the center part of it, and it was just it was wild. And then
Which just to tap on that came up recently in a friend group, and someone was like, "Oh, you mean people that don't know what a globe is?" I was just like, "Dude, this guy just said bigger, so it's just a bigger globe if it's what he's talking about."
no,
He didn't say flat.
it's not a globe.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm just saying about what this guy meant.
Oh, okay.
And what this guy was talking about, and then this guy was just being fucking pretentious the whole time. So, but sorry, I didn't mean to stop
the
you.
way that our buddy was talking, he was saying it was more like we are living in a petri dish. So we are in but the way that I've seen it like shown is that we are under a dome. So like the earth is flat, and then there's a dome over us. I think they call it like the firmament or what. I don't know what the fuck they talk about. But anyways, but yeah, it's a dome, and I think you sent me a video like showing, or I might have seen it, like, and I didn't send it to you, but it was, they were talking about like the dome thing, like how the media has shown us like little hints as to what the dome is. And, I mean, I don't know. It's all like,
yeah, I probably sent you one a while back where there was the Simpsons episode.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. I probably sent it to you, or you probably sent it to me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I've been lately just thinking that like our whole world is just something of like a, I don't know. I probably said it before, but I think this is Atlantis. I think the whole thing is just it. How some of the pictures I sent, because Atlantis was 3 rings, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
One in the center. What if we're like the whole world is at the city of Atlantis, but bigger, and
okay, saying, yeah.
we're in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the 2 rings outside, but those rings decided, hey, like this middle group is kind of stupid. Like, just fucking just let them be the workers, and we're gonna be doing big shit over here. We're gonna make spaceships. We're gonna have fucking space battles with lightsabers and shit. We're gonna have shit they're gonna be making movies over. Fuck them. They don't see this cool shit.
Yeah.
Until like the year 3000. We're gonna have all this cool shit right now, and we're gonna let them talk about it in the movies. You know what? What's a good movie? Star Wars. They're fucking. You have a nephew over there, right? Little fucking stupid boy. Yeah, tell him Star Wars. Don't make that shit. Yeah. Obviously that's a fucking joke, and I love Star Wars. Fucking name, but yeah. What if it's like that? And then like our big flood, our last big flood was just literally they were just like, yeah, let's just dumb them down and stop letting them progress for a little bit. So we were flooded, like a forced thing. That way we were, taken back down, not to the Stone Age, obviously. Well, right? To the Stone Age.
I don't think so, but
at least like a little dumber, or not as dumb. But but yeah, no, I just mean like, what if they've fucking forced a flood onto us, made us kind of restart. And then we just had to take over from there, and now we're just, learning about other shit because they didn't wipe a lot of. I sent you a recent video, I think today, actually, about bells. Did you see that one?
About bells?
Yeah, about bells.
Like BELLS?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, like I know the Nazis were looking for a bell. Like there's power in the vibration.
In vibrations.
Yeah.
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 So they were saying shit like that, but there was also ones pretty fucking giant. Like maybe only a giant would have been able to fucking hit them.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah.
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 So there's just, I don't know, man. Like it's just so crazy how like we find little bits and pieces like that. Like for one, the Liberty Bell, right? The one with the crack.
Yeah.
How fuck that shit get a crack in there? I don't know. We don't. Do you know?
Well, apparently,
does anyone know?
It fell, but it'd be interesting if it was. It'd be super interesting if they deliberately put a crack in it because it was like too. I don't know. Like it was waking.
Here was what I was thinking when I watched that video. Because there was like a huge bell and then like a shit ton of smaller ones. And so what I was thinking is that what if they had the smaller ones for like, midday proceedings, like lunchtime meditation or some shit. So there's just a giant kind of going at it, but it's smaller. So a giant fucking hit and it's going to crack it, right? Okay. Eventually we'll have to replace it. That's why there's a shit ton. But the big ones, they're going to take a lot more. So we don't need that many big ones. There's probably just a few. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think the Liberty Bell was struck by a giant.
Well, what about the Taco Bell?
A Mexican giant.
Diarrhea.
With a huge sombrero.
Yeah. I'm going to, yeah, that's right. Make a run for the border. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. I don't know what he
I don't know
says
about
here.
the giant maracas and the Aztec man. Like,
Oh yeah, that they found in the jungles of Mexico, the giant maracas.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. All right, I'm gonna play this video. Hold up.
Yeah, please.
I like that idea. I love the idea of making up stupid shit, dude. Like,
Dude, I just
wanna-
thought, like, what if there's different races for giants? Yeah, like there's a Mexican giant, Asian giants, and then black giants, and they're just like slightly like taller than the regular giant.
yeah, those giants have huge dicks.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're fucking long as falling. People mistake it for a third leg. Like that's the real
right.
one.
Yep.
That one's not even a joke. They're actually fucking scared of that shit.
Call them tripod. All right, I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna play this real quick. I don't know what this. What Triants?
Triants. Because they got 3 legs.
Yep. There you go.
Oh shit.
There you go. Hold up.
That one was dumb. You could cut it.
Nah, I'm keeping it all.
Yeah,
I might cut this video. I don't know what this video is, so I haven't watched all these things that he sent me. But
in the Mahabharata, there is a very fascinating event, which is so intriguing that we have to re-examine it from a new perspective. Gandhari was the wife of King Dhritarashtra and the mother of the Kauravas. The Kauravas were a total number of 100 brothers. But have you ever wondered, how could a woman give birth to 100 children? It is not possible for a human female to give birth to 100 babies. But the process in which the Kauravas were born is even more intriguing. It is written, Gandhari gave birth to a fetus. Then the Rishi Vyas divided these fetus into 100 parts and put those within separate incubators. The Rishis were the scientists of those times, and what Vyas did is very similar to what we know today as test tube babies and human cloning. So, is it possible that a very advanced civilization existed in ancient India, and they had mastered genetic engineering and human cloning? In the Mahabharata, there is a very fascinating...
I will say yes. Yeah.
I was going to say, you guys need to reach out to the Duggar family, because they're almost there, right? The one that was, what, 20 in county?
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, I know, huh? Anyways, yeah, I mean, he was talking, our buddy was talking about like cloning and stuff at one point in time. Yeah. I think that, the thing that I get from that is, very intelligent, advanced civilizations back in the past that we have no idea about. And, I definitely think that is true. And one of the things that we were talking about when I met up with our buddy, like I was talking to him about how, advanced civilizations from the past, and we were talking about how I said, I had said, what if we are AI? And then he was like, he's like, yes. He was talking about how there was another race of human beings before us that were far more intelligent, far more advanced, and they were biological machines. And so, and I'm like, well, was that with Atlantis? And then he's like, no, I don't think so. I'm not sure. Like, he's like, he didn't find any proof of that, that those people were in Atlantis. But yeah, like I think that I think that there was probably some super advanced humans or human-like people or beings, whatever you want to talk about, whatever you want to call them. And then they were the ones that came up with like all of the huge like the pyramids, and they're the ones that came up with all of these old massive structures and things like that. So, and then they got wiped out because they were too advanced. So there was some sort of, a flood, or there was, some other thing to wipe them out. So then that way, It's always to keep us like in check, right? Like to keep
Mhm.
us from advancing too much. And that's why I think like we're on the verge of another massive extinction. According to our buddy, like he's saying that we're at the end. Me, I think that it's just gonna keep going. Like there'll be another massive extinction, but those that are left over will just repopulate, or so there'll be remnants of what we
Is it gonna
are.
be like New Game Plus where we get to keep all of our cool shit in the internet and stuff? Where you're like,
I think all that stuff will be there, but they won't know how to use it. So it'll be just like how it was with the pyramids. Like they didn't know how to use the pyramids properly. They tried to replicate those things. They tried to replicate the advanced technology, but they didn't know how to do it. It's like in the Aztecs, right? Or the Mayans. They didn't know how to replicate all this stuff. They didn't know how um to live in that, how to thrive in that region. And so that's why they started to have their problems, and then they're like, well, let's go ahead and sacrifice people, and that will please the gods. And that's why they started killing off a bunch of people. And then that's why they just disappeared, vanished, because they fucked everything up so bad because they didn't understand how to do it. And I think that is what will happen. So, but anyways, like let's see. This is something that our buddy had said, and it had to do with that video. All of the information that we need to know the truth of our existence was written thousands of years ago. You just have to stop looking at history as what the mainstream refers to as mythology. It's classified as such to keep you from actually thinking. The theory of evolution is just that, a theory, a failed theory. To this day, there is not one single piece of evidence to support it. I mean, I'm sure that anybody that's going to think that evolution is real, they're going to show you like they're going to point at things that they're going to show as evidence. To me, I never thought that evolution was.
But there's
real,
always
but,
missing links, man. You can never fully prove it.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's missing links, but to me, evolution didn't make sense. It never did, because especially for us, and then really for anything, I've always felt like even after I
kind of feel like a few years ago we threw out evolution anyways when we were kind of not wanting to let something help us evolve. But it's okay. I mean, we could kind of feel however we want about staying inside and keeping shit over our faces for like no reason for like 7 years. But it's all good,
Yeah.
I have no resentment at all.
Yeah. I think that we are too complex, and everything is just too complex to have evolved from something, right? Because I mean, if we evolved, if evolution is real, then that's to say that every single thing evolved from one atom or one cell or whatever the fuck it was, right?
Yeah.
And then everything just started to branch off. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, then that would mean that everything is a fucking happy accident, right? Like everything is just an accident. Like we just somehow came across all of this shit, and we became all of these different things, So we're related to fish, we're related to birds, we're related to and everything is related to each other. We're related to the rock, we're related to the trees. We're all.
Oh, I thought you meant Dwayne the Rock.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
It's like,
it doesn't matter what we're related to. Sorry. I raised my eyebrow. No, but I don't know. I don't see that. And that's me. And I know that there's other people who believe in it, so that's fine. Believe what you want to believe. I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, do I care? Yeah, no, I don't care. I enjoy, me personally, I enjoy everybody having a different opinion or people having different opinions, and then all of us just still like vibing, man. Like all of us coexisting. Like I think that is cool, right? It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna hate on anything you have to say, but that doesn't mean I have to agree with you. I mean, like even me and you, dude, like we have different opinions on stuff. You know,
Well, I don't know if that's true.
I don't know. There's some stuff. Okay, let's put it this way. There's some
I was just
stuff.
kidding.
No, there's some stuff that you're far more into, or you are far more like, yeah, dude, this is it, and I'm like, you
Yeah.
know, but yeah. Let me see what else. What else does he have here? There's another short.
Did you guys know that
Oh, this
every
is great.
single president in U.S. history is related to one king?
What?
What are you talking about?
This is where it gets crazy. This man, Harold Brooks Baker.
Okay, you know about this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Well, I knew like the presidents were all related,
Yeah, and I
except one, I think Kennedy.
no, it wasn't Kennedy. I don't think so, but I'm not sure. I can't remember. I don't even think that they talked about this. But what is this? This is Sunday Cool something. I don't know, but let's go ahead and we'll keep going.
He did all this study on U.S. presidents and royal lineage. He had this theory that the presidents weren't voted in by the people, but they were actually selected based on royal bloodline. So 13 or so years ago, this 12-year-old girl, for her 7th grade project, with the help of her grandparents, went down the lineage of each president, and they all connected to one man.
Weird.
All their lineage traced back to King John from the House of Plantagenet.
How is that possible?
And there's a folklore around the House of Plantagenet that they were actually descendants from a demon.
Oh,
What?
that's horrible.
But that's where this dude's theory came in. He's like, it's not about who the people vote for. It's within the candidates that are running for president.
Yeah.
Who has the more direct bloodline to King John?
I think I just sent you
Do
another
you guys know
video
that every single
about pretty much the same thing, except it's the 13 royal families that control the world,
Oh, the
and
bloodlines, yeah.
they're related to two of the fallen angels.
yeah.
And well, the fallen angels are still alive, and they're the actual two that give orders, apparently.
Yeah.
All and Modoc, I think
what?
it was that they said Modoc and Bal.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I don't really fully believe all that shit, or else I
Yeah.
probably wouldn't say their names. But I think I because at this point it's almost like anime to me.
Like anime.
Yeah, because my favorite anime is Black Clover,
Mm-hmm.
and right now they're all fighting the devils and demons,
Mm-hmm.
and essentially that's what conspiracy theory for world is, or real life is. So it's getting pretty fun. And then I don't know, dude. Like the other day, with the new gods that our friend brought up to us,
Yeah.
or to you,
Yeah.
you told me about. Oh shit, because I hadn't heard of any of them before.
Yeah, and I can't even remember what the names were.
Well, the main one was Marduk,
Marduk.
right?
Or Marduk?
And, I mean, it sounds like it's kind of like Marduk.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Modoc, but
Yeah. Well, that's the thing,
Modoc is like known demon.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing, man. Like, when he talks a lot about, it's not the spelling that's totally important about stuff. It's like the sound, like these words. So these words like sound alike. So you know.
But okay, no, we're saying it wrong anyways, because this god's name would be Merodach.
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 Merodach. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. But, you know, things sound similar, then sometimes, you know, like, I mean, I don't know. there is an Atlanta in, wasn't there? I think there was an Atlanta in like Rome or wherever around there, and then Atlantis. Like those two things sound a lot alike. So
Yeah.
let me see. All right, let's see another
I
video.
mean, that's not what we've been talking about this last.
What?
We haven't been talking about Atlanta the whole time, man.
Yeah, no, man. Yeah, go Braves. Okay.
And what do you think about this?
Did you know that Vladimir Putin, the Russian's president, he's passed a law that any Russian who grows or sells genetically modified foods is to be considered a terrorist? Whew.
Wow.
He's even giving land away to Russians who will grow food organically, non-GMO. You put his name and GMO in Google app and you'll read the spiel. He says, we Russians look across at the West, over-vaccinated, over-medicated, overfed, sitting in front of boxes every night in their lounge rooms, eating food that has no nutrients, he said, and we know it's weakening the West. Is he right? Absolutely right. Yeah.
What do you think about this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Because like, and then I'll just say it real fast because like honestly, when I eat like a lot of our like processed shit,
mhm.
like, recently, like I'm gonna start like just making more smoothies and like trying to eat a little better.
Yeah.
But like recently, it's been like fast food and easy like made just like cooked meals or whatever. My stomach's like tore the fuck up, dude. Like it's been rough trips to the restroom or either that or just fucking vomiting.
Yeah.
Because I think I told you, but a few weeks ago I went to a burger place and then I did have like frozen yogurt walking around with my girlfriend, and maybe it was that in the heat, but I felt like it was the greasiness from the burger, dude. Like it was just nasty. It was, at the time when I was eating it, it was fucking delicious.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Not that place was bad or anything. It was good. But then getting home, because I want to be like honestly like halfway through eating the yogurt, I was like, man, I'm not feeling it right now.
Yeah.
Can't even finish it. So it's just like I got home and then I just fucking got sick, and I just chopped it up to the yogurt. But I'm pretty sure it's got to be more of the meat, more of the processed shit, and I think that's just hurting us more than likely. So yeah, no doubt, I'm probably feeling that like they're fucking us up, and probably on purpose.
Oh yeah, for sure. Man. Yeah, but I mean, this is where our buddy goes all over the place, man. And then me and him were talking.
And this because I probably sound stupid saying probably on purpose, because it's like we have a choice, We could grab the more organic stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, organic.
I could just grab it and cook it a little better or something. And yeah, it's more expensive. It's stupidly expensive.
But here's the thing, though. They have. What has happened is they have put in a system that doesn't allow us to go ahead and do this on our own. Like we can grow our own food, because really that's the only way. Because all the farms everywhere we get all of our stuff, organic or not organic, it's all from big farms. And then also too, like all of this organic stuff is like in the organic section, but all the pesticides and shit are still being flown over, and then they still get a little bit of the goes on to the organic. Like it's not organic. It's not pesticide free. It's all big farms that are ran by these corporations, and then they don't allow.
The craziest thing too, because when I grew plants with our other old friend, like he would do research on other plants that would deter pests and rodents and other shit. So we don't even need this shit. You don't need that to spray all these chemicals on. Put oregano. I don't remember if it was really. It was mainly like spices. Like they don't like spices. So if you put spices next to where you're growing your plants not next to them, like right next to them, because then they'll kind of, I don't think they can't contaminate.
Yeah.
But it'll like kind of like if you mix cayenne with strawberries, you go and get a fucking spicy pepper or a spicy strawberry, you know. So it's not gonna be the best. But at the same time, if you put those spices or those peppers around in, because what we did was we put them in like cinder blocks around our other plants, it kept shit away. That shit kept like nothing was eaten on it. It was great. It was nice.
Yeah. There's a documentary called The Biggest Little Farm. And it was really good. It was really good. I liked it a lot. And basically what they were doing though is because they bought this farmland and they wanted to have a farm, but what they wanted to do though is this farmland had been all of these other like foods, you know, like peaches or apples or whatever, but it never thrived, this area of farmland. It constantly would just dry up. Everybody who owned it, they just kept selling it to the next person, and then the next person would try to grow acorns or I don't know, whatever the fuck, you know, almonds, whatever. And then it would not work out, so then they sell it. So this couple, they go ahead and they buy it, and what they wanted to do is they wanted to have a natural ecosystem. And so they knew nothing about farming, and they hired some guy that did know about farming and did know about natural farming and natural ecosystems. And they started to grow these certain, these certain fruits were next to these certain plants and this and that. And then what started happening, I mean, in this movie, it shows like what started happening was birds started coming back, bees were coming, all of these bugs were coming, and they didn't use any pesticides on this stuff, right? Like because they grew the right plants next to each other that helped prevent, like bugs from wanting to destroy that crop, and yeah, dude, like it's not necessary, but because these big farms are growing one thing, right? They're just growing almonds. They're just, because we're overproducing all this food. Like we have so much food that goes to waste. And it's just so that we can show that we are America and we are abundant in everything. And, we're the biggest, we're the best, we have everything, and it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's like, I mean, the only country I can think of that's like, I mean, like North Korea will do that. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to reset all this.
Okay, no worries.
I'm gonna put this on pause and then we'll get back. Hold on. All right, cool. We're back. Anyways, so I don't even remember what we were talking about. I know we were talking about farms and stuff and nutrition and all that shit. But one of the thing after that video of Putin not allowing GMO, genetically modified food. Let's see. This is what our buddy said. He said the world leaders know, the scientific community knows, nutrition is everything, and they suppress and hide it from the people and use it as a tool and a weapon. Something has changed, not only in Russia, but around the world. Something is going on. It's like we're in an invisible war, but you're never going to hear about it from mainstream media. That's because we are an invisible war, not about bombs and bullets anymore. It's about information, propaganda, data mining, profiling, categorizing, steering the minds of the people through emotion, maneuvering culture and demographics to shape the world as the elites wish, to be like gods. But he was talking about like nutrition and stuff. And I mean, nutrition's important, like, I mean, how often does that end up affecting your mood. You know, like you were talking about how you started feeling terrible after you ate that great greasy cheeseburger. You know, like nutrition is important. Exercise is important too, but nutrition is even more important than that. You know, and we eat so much stupid shit. We talked about that in like I think our health episode, you know. But
Yeah. Well, speaking of, I would like to do like like a redo, not a redo, but a sequel
a sequel.
one of these days.
They had to
Yeah. What about you?
go back to it. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Yeah. Return of the
Fat Man.
well, I was gonna say broken backs, but
Whoa.
cracking.
There's
Yeah.
a mountain in that,
Yeah.
I wish I knew how to quit
that's
you.
why I was just like thinking about shit.
Yeah, but yeah, that'd be cool, man. I mean, we still need to do the fucking ghost episode. I'm so
Yeah, but would you want to get our homie on there or just rant about ghosts?
I want to, but he hasn't returned my text. So, you know, I don't know, man. We'll see. Also, I got to find out what the fuck's going to go on with work. So, you know, we'll see what's happening.
But speaking of ghosts, would you ever go on like a ghost hunting that thing?
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Oh, I'm totally there. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Dope.
Yeah. Because I'm all about
not that I know, because I do know some people that do it, but I haven't talked to them in a minute.
Yeah.
And the only person that I talked to vanished. So I don't know. Maybe he was a ghost the whole time.
Holy shit.
But I don't know.
Wild, man.
Bruce Willis in my ass.
Yeah. Fuck, he was dead the whole time.
Yeah, well, I don't know about you. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay. What? Are you? Why? Because that's a spoiler.
No, because I hope he didn't do anything to himself.
Oh yeah, that would fucking suck. Yeah, man, I'm saying talking shit, and he was like.
But at the same time, I'm pretty sure he probably just got tired of it. Of social media.
Oh well, yeah.
Like, he didn't seem. He's never seemed the type. But those are also the types.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what did you see that?
See what?
What my wife texted me.
No, my bad. Oh, I wasn't trying to.
Oh, okay. She said, "How's your day?" I said, "Good. Recording right now." She's like, "Gay." Yeah, she actually listened to the Cars episode.
Cars? Oh, true.
Yeah, she's like, I want to know what the heck you guys talk about. I'm like, okay. And so,
absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah, and then she's like, and then she got like halfway through, and she's like, okay, I've had enough. She doesn't like talk radio. She just gets bored. She gets bored easily.
Yeah.
So, okay. So I wanted to talk about what our buddy's kind of been getting on recently. Like, he came to a revelation that, like, when he met up with me to have lunch the other day, he had told me that he had a revelation that Trump is going to lead, and he's not he's not like a Trump supporter, nor is he a Trump hater. He thinks that all like politicians and stuff are corrupt. And then also he doesn't really see Trump as a politician. But what he does see, he does see that he thinks that Trump is supposed to be leading the world into this this next stage, right? Like into like it's hard to explain. So and then some of the stuff that he put in this text, like you probably won't understand it. He sent me a picture, as indeed the days of Noah, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Noah was given a warning, 120-year warning. 120-year warning. Wouldn't it make sense that we would also be given a 120-year warning? So he's saying that, like, if Noah was given a warning, because it took 120 years or something like that for them to build the ark. So, and I still think that was a spaceship. But what?
True. No, I was gonna say in Noah Almighty, he only did it in like 2 weeks, didn't he?
What, in Bruce Almighty?
Well, Bruce Almighty. Wait, what was it?
You talking about Noah, the movie Noah?
No. Fuck, man, you messed me up. I thought it was Noah Almighty. What is it?
Evan? What is it? Is that his name? Evan Almighty?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The one
Because
with
Bruce Almighty was the first one with
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And he just became like all powerful.
Yeah.
And Evan Almighty was where the newsman from that movie, the news broadcaster, was told about a flood, so he made a boat.
Gotcha. Okay.
But no, apparently they had discovered Noah's Ark in Russia or some shit, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, the story goes that it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and then the flood waters started to recede, and then the ark rested on a mountain, and I think
it was found in Turkey,
like Mount Ararat or something like that. But
Ararat,
yeah, that's the story. But I don't know. I mean, the story. Yeah, the story also goes, and it's also like around the world in different cultures, they have a similar story.
That's why again I fall on gods were the same crew of people. They came down and were just like, all right, we're gonna teach each group, and we're gonna and be like storytellers. That's pretty much the whole basis of what the Eternals movie was, and for Marvel.
Oh, was it? Okay.
The Eternals were essentially these powerful people that were tasked with like protecting the Earth from what they were called as deviants, so like evil looking space aliens for us, because the main Celestials of the Marvel Universe, what they do to make another Celestial is grow a planet. So they have to let people and like the creatures of that planet live and, evolve and, form. And then the Celestial is pretty much growing inside the planet. It's the core until, boom, it's alive and pops out of the planet. So, again, like I said, the Eternals, the gods, are going to each group, saving them from these people. That way they could grow and evolve and, live and shit. But at points they get names. One's Gilgamesh, one's Artemis, I think. I forgot all the names, but they become gods of Earth, essentially.
Okay.
So they get names of gods.
Gotcha.
Gilgamesh, Icarus, that one's in later. Then Circe. So they're just known as like, powerful people with either god powers or fucking they make themselves out to be gods to these people.
Yeah.
So that could just be what these aliens did. And again, if we're basing a lot of what we go off of our own theories, and I want to base it off Big Earth or whatever. So if people, so extraterrestrials from some of these bigger Earth islands came over, like how the theory is, to teach us shit, then they probably were just like trying to, I'm just going on the Noah's Ark thing, but they were trying to just be like teaching us, letting us grow and do our own thing. but then they realized maybe they get too fast too quick, so they just told a group, maybe one person in each area, hey, build a boat.
Saying, yeah.
See what you do.
Yeah.
So there's Noah, there's fucking Mark, there's Carlos in Mexico.
What's the name of
Sorry,
your god?
I'm just like,
Carlos.
huh?
Carlos is the name of my god.
No, I mean like the gods told Carlos to build a
I
boat.
gotcha. Okay, all right.
So the Carlos's ark was in Mexico, and Noah's ark wound up in Turkey. Like,
yeah,
it's
quite a trip.
Maybe they just fucking built it crash landed, so they just built a restaurant into the boat. Fuck it, like.
Yeah.
That's how resourceful Carlos was. He just started chopping away at some of the animals. Boom,
Went down to
we're
the
all
Home
fed.
Depot, got a bunch of dudes from the parking
That's why
lot
some
to put
places
together.
didn't have certain animals and the others did. I don't fucking know, man. But like you said, maybe that's or like you were saying, like other places had a similar story. Maybe that's it. Maybe the gods were just like, no, they're too fucking smart. Let's just pick the stupidest one, the strongest one that could build a boat real fast or in a few hundred years.
Yeah.
And then flood the fucking place.
Yeah.
But that's that'd make more sense to me than just one person.
Yeah.
Honestly. It'd just be like just that person's boat ended up on the mountain, so it never got really destroyed as much as the other person's.
I see what you're
other
saying. Yeah.
people's. I've been too much this episode.
Say what?
I've been hitting my pin a little too much this episode.
Nothing
That leaves for fucking stupid thoughts like this. Like that was.
It's all good with me, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So he was talking about like, the 120 whatever. But let's see here. So 1897. Zionism seeks to establish a home for the Jewish people in Palestine, secured under public law. And then I don't know what all that other stuff, but so 120.
Another thing too for me about like years and time, there's some countries that have us in a different year.
Yeah, I know.
And I do still fall on the Dark Ages were made up.
Yeah.
So that 500-year gap of medieval shit is probably all bullshit.
Yeah.
Like there's I don't even know if it's a theory anymore because someone had like done the research, but the Catholic Church Pope at the time and like a king had all like gotten together and planned out what like how to rewrite history. So if what he's trying to even say, because for anyone listening, like it says 1897 plus 120.
1897.
If he's saying like if we get a 120-year message, but then like so what fucking year is it right now?
Yeah, I know. I see
me off.
Saying. Yeah, but
but go on. No. At least you see what I'm saying because I barely. I'm keeping up with myself.
Okay. So yeah, but 120 years. What's 120 years after 1897?
2017.
Yeah.
What happened? What did it say? I didn't see that article.
Trump was inaugurated on January 20th, 2017. He was sworn in by Chief Justice John Roberts. So,
as soon as he was sworn in, he was blocked by anything to do anything he was supposedly wanting to.
Yeah, well, maybe not.
The House thought he was going to go into World War III as soon as he stepped in the office.
Well, that was one of the things. That was one of the things that our buddy was talking about, like saying that he's like the Antichrist, right? Like the Antichrist is like was supposed to like bring in peace or whatever. And then there was no like Trump was the only president in the I don't know how long, but there was no. He didn't declare any more wars, right?
Yeah. No, he
Continued
got us
them.
out of some.
Yeah, continued some of the other ones though. So the thing is though is
Mm.
like I that's where I like find flaws in what he's saying, what our
Yeah.
buddy's saying, but whatever. Anyways,
It's, I mean, anytime anyone brings Trump up, it's kind of like there's holes everywhere because it's like
yeah,
he's good and he's bad. Like
yeah. Let's see here.
there's no straight for this guy, straight arrow, like
No,
or
and I think,
straight line.
and I think too, though, like if he's got this, if our buddy has this like thought, then he's gonna try and connect these dots. So, in my vision of the night, I beheld one coming with the clouds of heaven as the Son of Man, and he came onto the Ancient of Days, and they were led into his presence. He was given authority, glory, and sovereign power. All nations and peoples of every language worshipped him. His dominion is an everlasting dominion that will not pass away, and his kingdom is one that will never be destroyed. But then he's like, coming in the clouds. That's what our buddy says. And then he shows like a fucking Trump plane, whatever. Like, oh,
Yeah, but they tore down one of his buildings, didn't they?
I don't know. Yeah. And then Putin's soccer ball gift. Let's see here. So like, and what was he saying? Our buddy was like, oh yeah, and then where's something else. Trump breaks royal etiquette, walks in front of the queen.
Fuck the queen.
Yeah, well, she's dead.
Wait, my bad, she dead. Rest in peace. I'm sorry.
No,
I forgot.
No. Why would you?
No. Well, fuck you when you were a queen. May you rest in peace now.
Gross.
There you go. I fixed it.
Trump joins ceremonial sword dance in Saudi Arabia.
That's just kind of badass.
Yeah. So, anyways, here's what our buddy had to say. In 2017, he went all around the world. He went all around the world to I don't remember how many countries and raised hell. Went to the Vatican. Pope wasn't happy at all. Putin handed him a soccer ball and said, "The ball's in your hands now. The ball's in your court, whatever." Did the sword dance that is reserved for the king. And then the king is not too happy about it in the photo. I don't even know who the fuck the king was in the photo, but he went all over the world doing that shit. Did not start a single war, achieved world peace, even if it was for a very short time through the Abraham Accord. And then he says, Abraham? The first one to receive God's law. And then he says God's law / genetic code. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in at the time of the end. And then he says, Trump is Scottish. The fucking stone that they do the coronation on is from Scotland. He just bought up some important land over there, too. He's like, I'm telling you, looks like he's fixing to be king of the world to me. And there's much, much more to this story. No way in hell any of it's coincidence. Doesn't mean he is evil or the devil. He's just trying to preserve something that was never meant to exist. Which, when he says that, what he's talking about is like us, our flesh. Like our body was never meant to exist. It was created so that we can be like those that created us, like the flesh part, like those gods that created us. Like they pulled us, our light bodies, our spirit, they pulled them out of the ether or wherever they were at and shoved them into this flesh prison that we are in. And because we're in the flesh, we have that veil, right? We have like that firewall that keeps us from understanding and knowing completely who we are. So that's what he's talking about. Like, so Trump is just like, according to what a buddy was talking about, he's saying that Trump is just trying to preserve something that was never meant to exist, which is our flesh. And I'm not falling for it. I'm ready to go home. I'm tired of having my soul my soul incarcerated and taxed. The servants in my father's house live better than I do. Let's see here. And then he asked me if I was having fun with all this stuff. I told him, yeah, because I love it, man. Anyways, yeah, that was that, man. Like he's saying that Trump is the king of the world, and he's gonna
I'm okay with it because he gave the biggest stimulus. If he's gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna be king of the world, but all of you guys, shit's free now. I'm gonna pay for everything. I got you fucking covered. This is Trump kingdom, son. Yeah. I'll be like, yeah, I'm fucking down. I'm down with that. I'm all right. I'm okay. Can I get a Lambo?
Gold toilets for some people, not all.
Gold for you, silver for you.
Yeah, I don't know.
You get the regular one.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But I mean, that's the thing. Like, there's and then
forgot about that for a second.
There's another thing that he was telling me about that I want to show you. I'll text you the link to the YouTube stuff, right. But we don't need to talk about that in the show. The show's already this has already gone on a long time, so my ass is starting to hurt. But so, and I need some food.
It was fun for me. I don't know if we should probably title this one. Don't listen to this one.
No, fuck it. It's it's wild. It's wild talk, man. So, but I don't know. I mean, it's cool. Like I said before, I may not agree with what people say, but I'd certainly like to hear it because as long as it's, I don't know, I love hearing what people have to think. So, I think that Trump is the king of the world? No, but I also haven't looked into it. So he's got some, he's got his opinions, his points of view. So, I can't deny that Trump is a powerful person. But, I mean, one thing I don't understand is why they kept trying to impeach the motherfucker when he wasn't even president anymore. Like, that didn't make sense to me. Like, okay, what the fuck are you doing? Yeah, so I don't know. It was just to constantly I don't know. What?
I don't know, man. If they're trying to peach. That's the show.
Peaches.
If they're trying to impeach someone that's not publicly in office, do you think he might be actually in office but not on
I don't know, man.
For the public view?
They've had those I've heard those conspiracies that that he's still the president and that and then but according to what our buddy was saying, it's like we haven't had a president since Clinton. Like Clinton was the last president. Everything else has been like a show, right? So
can we explain why that is one day?
Yeah, I could try. I can ask him again to give me the reason. But I think it was in 97 or something like that. That I don't know. But I don't know. Whatever. I mean it's all crazy.
Yeah.
I guess crazy might not be the right word. It's all out there. Like and I know that there's so many things that happen behind closed doors, and we don't even know a fraction of what is really happening. And one thing that he was talking about that he wants to do is he wants to go ahead and I think we talked about this too before, but he wants to start doing like astral projection. He wants to start getting into the astral realm. He feels like that's the only place that he's going to go ahead and start getting answers. And I agree. I agree with him. So, there's something, I don't know if you know anything about the Akashic records. It's supposed to be, do you know anything about that or no?
No, I don't.
It's basically supposed to be like the library of everything. So all things that have happened in past, present, and future, these are all here in the Akashic records. And every single soul, every single thing that has ever existed, there is record of all of it within this Ethereum realm. Its existence, its stamp on time is there. And you can astral project, or you can, put your spirit body into the astral realm and and find that shit out, so, but all that stuff, I mean, if you believe in all of it, it's also pretty dangerous. There are bad things and bad people are, in those places, so you have to protect yourself.
And then because and the last thing, because like you said, there's bad people. Supposedly the government's like had people in there as like their own agents to find out when people go in there, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard of that shit before?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I can't remember. There was something, but the FBI has. So the FBI or the CIA? I don't know. There was some government.
Imagine the fuckers though.
Yeah.
They're just like, I astral project for the CIA.
Yeah.
How's that? You just like you're in like spirit war with people?
Pretty sure that.
No, dude, I just sleep and people think I'm fucking actually doing it. Like, I just fucking lay there for hours.
I'm sure that there's some sort of like fake title, like they'll give it some fake title to make it sound like it's something else. But they were doing that forever ago.
Yeah.
Even remote
Stranger
viewing
Things,
and shit. Yep. Stranger Things. Yeah. Montauk. Yeah, man, it's some wild shit. Like I said, there's so much stuff. I mean, you can either believe or not believe the things that our buddy was talking about. You could do your own research. That would be great. But I do know. There is, like I said, we don't even know a fraction of the shit that is actually happening and that is really going on, and what is really, what this life is really about. We can't ever know with 100% certainty either. But I do agree with our buddy saying that getting into the astral realm is the only way that you're gonna really know anything. So time to start meditating, take some shrooms, do whatever you have to get into that state of mind to be able to get out of this physical body and get into that Ethereum realm or whatever you want to call it, and protect yourself to make sure that you don't get squashed by some crazy fucking what was it? Who was the guy's name in the Matrix?
Neo?
No, not Neo.
Sure.
Neo's us. Like that's what that represents us. Agent. Who was the agent?
Smith.
Agent Smith. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like Agent Smith was always after Neo whenever Neo was in, when he was in the Matrix.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, and that's what they have. They got Agent Smiths all over the place, man, in the ether. So all trying to just like squash you. So, but yeah, dude, are you ready to wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm solid.
All right,
cool. Been a fun show, actually.
Yeah,
I mean, like most, but I feel like it's been long enough. People are gonna be like, "Damn, let's drag this out."
I know they'll be like, "Shut the fuck up." I don't know. You got anything to leave everybody with?
The UN logo is still flat Earth, but it's all good, you know.